So hi, welcome to my video. I am Carolina Maybe Cordero. I'm from grade 11 in this one. So I will introduce to you a book and it has a lot of interesting characters. I chose the book Wonder by R.J. Palacio. This is my favorite book for now, and its genre is non-fiction. It's actually like a kids or children's fiction because the characters are young. They're in elementary level. Here's plot. We have this character named August. He was born with facial deformity, or also known as Treacher Collins syndrome, and clearly his face, when you say facial deformity, his face were like deformed, so his eyes are not aligned, and his ears are kind of impaired, so he has to use hearing aids. So in the first part, it is in August's perspective. Yes, per parts there are characters introduced. His parents decided him to go into a normal school because he was homeschooled before, and in his 5th grade, on Richer Prep, he was enrolled there. In August's first day, students were distant from him because, despite of his condition, he made friends. He made friends with Summer and Jackwell. Summer Dawson and Jackwell. So they bonded a lot, and specifically, August and Jackwell are really has strong. Both of them had strong bonds with each other, and they're cute. You can see the romance while reading the book. So in the conflict part of the novel, Jackwell kind of offended August. So Jackwell and August had a fight. So August heard Julian and Jackwell talking. Jackwell said that time that if he has the face August have, he'd probably kill himself. So, August was really offended to him. And he didn't expect that because Jackwell is his best friend. So, August stopped talking to him, and Jackwell asked Summer what happened, and Summer was saying to him that he should find out himself. He should say sorry to August and such things like that, but they reconciled at the end. So the climax part was where Jackwell and August, actually their school, Butcher Prep, was on a retreat. It's an open area, so kids can easily move around. So in the middle of the film, August and Jackwell went to search for a comfort room. So while searching for the comfort room, they encountered big guys like in 7th grade from another school, because it was a retreat of, it has a lot of different schools around. So when they encountered big guys, they saw August's face, and because of his different face, he was kind of bullied that time. And to think that August was small for his age. Luckily, August and Jackwell are with Amos, Miles, and Henry. Amos was like this biggest guy in their class. Luckily, they weren't that hurt, and the big guys from other school went away after the fight. So August felt some sense of accomplishment in himself because it was a new experience, and he didn't knew he could fight like that. So when they went back to the school, August wasn't really treated differently because Amos, Miles, and Henry treated him like also his friend. So in the resolution part, where the year-end recognition happens, the graduation, he has an award in their recognition. Actually, August wasn't expecting it because the award is not really for the academic, but for the qualities of character, for the courageousness and greatness of a student. So When August was called for the award, everybody or everyone in the crowd really clapped for him. He had standing ovation, and everyone was happy that time. So yes, that's really like the plot of the book. Jack Will is really an interesting kid. So the story of Jack Will is said in the book, but I will not say that much about him. But I really like the part where my favorite part in the book was when the reconciliation of Jack Will and August. So they talked, they reconciled. Then after, Julian, the rude kid of their classroom, he called August a freak. So unknowingly he punched Julian in the face. So I am really shocked that time. But it was said in the book that Jack will punch Julian because really Julian was a rude. I like that part, and it was when Summer saw Jack. I saw August. Summer saw August that he has no one to eat with. At first, August was eating with Jack will at first, but then when they fought, August has no one to eat with, so Summer ate with him every lunch that time. So they became best friends that time, and they shared a lot of interests that time. So Summer really did a great job in being August's friend and advising him what he should do to reconcile with Jack Will. And the friendship of these kids was really like interesting. Especially the Pullman family. August's family was really interesting because while reading the book, you can feel the love of his parents to him, and also her sister Olivia. Via was, the eldest kid of their family. So sometimes she felt that she was being left out because his parents' attention was only in August because of his situation. But Olivia understands it very much. Olivia was really understanding and caring to August despite of feeling like a bit jealous, and I really like her character. So that's it. And for the literary approach that I'd be using for this book, I think reader's response, I can really relate to Olivia's character, August's sister. Throughout the story, Olivia was just like watching August, taking care of August, looking for him, and I understand her very much if she felt jealous or she felt like her parents' attention was not on her, because I'm not really jealous with my but my family is kind of big, so I really don't fight with my parents' attention or fight with my siblings' attention. I was just like watching them, and I was like taking care of my youngest sister because I was the second to the youngest child of our family. So I really can relate to Olivia that she can't blame what's their situation is. I have a lot of siblings, so my parents can really to take care of us. So there are things that I do alone, I did alone. So yes, so the book was really, interesting, and it was inspiring because it touched my heart. That's why I'm using reader's response approach because we all went through that stage when we were kids, when we are in elementary and we want to make friends, and we do such things to make friends with others. Sometimes we do we bully people we think we are superior to, right? So August felt helpless the time when people was distant to him, because he's really not different. His face was just different, but his personality and his mind was not really different with other kids. So I was saying that about the bullying part. So we tend to bully others because of their, because we felt like we're superior to them, and because they look like they are weak, and also bullying because their appearance is different. So defining 21st century literature. So for me, I have read a lot of different types of books, especially in genres in the 21st century lit, and I can say that 21st century lit is thoughtful. The genres of 21st century lit, or stories of century lit, 21st century literature talks about more on kindness, thoughtfulness, and consideration of others. So that's what I define 21st century literature. I think 21st century literature is teaching us to be kind, considerate, and thoughtful. And also, specifically this book. So yes, thank you for watching my video. Hope you enjoyed the video and read one book. Thank you!